touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. Room here to run. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Hurts. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A very solid gain of 27. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
18, Pioneers! 79 Broncos! Dragon 60!
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's intercepted at the goal line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And he stopped immediately. No gain on the play. That's going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Runs over it.
91 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Rodgers now to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Falcons 7.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 47 yards. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going to take another shot here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing is Hurts. Completion here to Claypool. Touchdown, Falcons. Chase Claypool, 35 yards. And the Falcons are back within a score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On second down, a run with Hall. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Straight ahead is Hall. He'll get this down to the 38.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Down to Tomlinson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. They want first. They need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, Hurts.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Here's Hurts to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Hurts. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Panther 60, Panther 60, trap 60, trap 60. 19 tight, 19 tight. 19. Go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And Thomas has it. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Now a timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run here with Algier. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd down and goal. Hurts. That one finds Pierce right side. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. They'll look to run with Algier. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Koo knocks this one to the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he can make some field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kid you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. The slot man in motion right. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Moore, the man in motion. A final shot before half for Rodgers. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. From the gun on third down, Rodgers.
He's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. That's good for 28 yards. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On second and 9, Rodgers flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
This pass out wide to Hall. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A give running right is Hall.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
120 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. he may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Kyle Pitts,
a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Panthers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Eluding the press, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Tariq Woolen picks it.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside kind of start over and put together a nice drive.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's thrown underneath to Algier. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
18 Rattler. Hey, pass.
He'll drop to throw. A solid stiff arm. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 24. Again, he'll drop to throw. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. This is caught. Touchdown. Michael Thomas. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Hurts will throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, old momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Hall on to give up the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. 136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Ball again. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Play action. Rodgers. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Kyle Pitts with career touchdown number 60. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Panthers 38, Falcons 23.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Throwing is Hurts. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation. Yeah. Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
To throw is Rodgers. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Kyle Pitts from 19 yards away. And the Panthers have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. Rodgers will throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Well, that's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. And he's got Pierce. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Panthers, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.
You see, it's 2 type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it,